Is an essential part of our everyday lives, and for the longest time, Filipinos have relied on two telco giants to serve all our communication needs. But this new player hopes to change the game. Now, here to tell us more about their journey so far and how they see themselves in the future is Dito Telecommunity Chief Administrative Officer Attorney Adel Tamano. Good morning, Attorney Adel. Glad you could join us.
Thank you, Paolo, and it's great to be here on New Day. Thank you.
Such a pleasure to have you. Now, Attorney, Dito was launched early last year as, we've been calling it the new player. What are some of the challenges that you guys have faced and how did you overcome them?
Paolo, sometimes maybe the question should be, what challenges did we not face? Can you imagine? First, fighting against the two giants, right? And we were given the challenge of coming up with a telco that could challenge Globe and Smart. And it took them 20 years to build up their network. We were given less than 2 years to build something that could be competitive. Add to that COVID, add to that lockdowns, and add to that the fact that at the start, people were saying, oh, it's impossible for you to set up a network in 2 years because you need 30 permits from the LGUs and other government bodies. You just can't do it. But somehow, with God's grace and with the hard work of our team, we're actually able to do it. We launched on March 8th of last year. And, we're very happy to report that we have over 5 million subscribers already. It took Sun Cellular, if you recall that company, 3 years to be able to do that. We did that in less than a year. And we've earned already more than 2 billion pesos within that short time span. So we've faced a lot of challenges and we still have a lot more to face. But so far, so good. And really kudos not only to our team, but thank you also to the DICT and the NTC. During the time that we had to build our towers and roll out during the COVID situation, they really helped us, getting us the necessary permits and IDs and the access to our sites given the lockdown. So the success, if you would call it a success, because it's still early days, that we have had so far is based not only on the what Dito has done as a company, but also the support of government, and we thank them for that.
Right. This is definitely exciting times for everybody and very different times, I think. I don't think there's ever been a time when telecommunications has played such an important role in our day-to-day lives.
Right.
What would you say is it that makes Dito different from other telcos? And what do you think it is about your telco that would make subscribers want to switch to Dito?
I'll just talk about two. There are a lot, but I'll just talk about two things. First, I think value for money. When we came into the market, we saw really how expensive the plans were of the other telcos, and we wanted to give something that was truly value for money. And in fact, if you were to ask in our own focus studies, and really when you go to the market, Dito is perceived as really the value for money brand. That's number one. Number two, we don't have any legacy equipment and legacy technology. We are bringing in 4G and 5G. Which means that when you use our system, you're actually using the most modern technology. I'll give you a specific example. Any of our plans that you use, if it's a Dito to Dito call, it's unlimited. And not only is it unlimited, it's unlimited video calls, right? Because the VoLTE system that we have, video calls are actually native to our system. So when you call another Dito phone, you're actually not using any data. So it's unlimited. And that's something I think that the two competitors don't have. So really in terms of value for money, and if you do decide to get a Dito phone for yourself and for example, for your family, you can easily make calls and you don't use any data. I think that would be a bargain that would make anyone switch.
Right. You're actually touching on what I wanted to talk about.
Sure.
Two of the biggest challenges of telcos in the country are speed and affordability. And you're sort of talking about some very interesting technology. Are there any further sort of plans or things up your sleeve that will really help you to resolve those two key issues?
Okay, so that's a great question, Paul. So first, in terms of speed, when we started, we were asked, unlike the other telcos, we were asked to commit to government a minimum speed. And the first year, our minimum speed that we committed was 27 Mbps. Now, take note, Paolo, in 2018, the Philippine average was something along 9, 10, 11, 12 Mbps. So when we started, people were saying, you guys are crazy. You will never reach that. But we reached that in our first year. We passed our first audit. And in the second year, we also passed our second audit. And our average download speed was actually 55 Mbps. And if you look now, actually, because of the competition, the national average of download speeds in the Philippines has improved dramatically. And it's really just because of that. You need competition to bring that in. So that's the first thing. The second thing, I think, which was a challenge for us, not a challenge for the two other competitors, was really to roll out. So we started in March. Our coverage was maybe about 50%. Hopefully, by the end of the year, our coverage in terms of 4G coverage will be about 70%. And we will really already be toe-to-toe with two other giants, as we call them. And I think once people see that there is already that choice, all we're saying to people is give us a choice. Our starter pack is 49 pesos. With 49 pesos, you already get 3 gigabytes and that unlimited calls to another dito number. Just give us a chance. And once you see the quality of our service, I think that will make people embrace dito as another major player.
Right. Well, Adel, you've only just begun off to such a promising start.
Sure.
As you pointed out, big things still coming in the future. Sabi nga nila, Adel, nandito kayo, paano kayo mapaparoon? How do we get from here to there? What do we hope to achieve this 2022?
So I'll start off with what we have achieved, right? Because saying, oh, we want this goal, that's easy. But let's look at what we've done. In less than a year, about 9 months, we got 5 million subscribers. We're hoping to get much more next year. Our goal is, and I think it's still a conservative goal if you think about it. We're only aiming for about 12 million subscribers. We're also going to be launching new products that we hope will change the market. If you take a look at Smart and Globe, sorry, I'm saying their names because obviously these are the only other providers, right? If you take a look at Smart and Globe, they have dozens and dozens of promos that are in our view really quite confusing. Ours, we are going to the market. We will have very simple products that we're offering. And the great thing that I think I would like the people watching to understand is, with our current platform, right? When you buy data, if you're able to get a new load or a new promo or a new product before the expiration of that data is carried over. So if you have 10 gigabytes now, we're only able to use, let's say, 8. If before the expiration of that, you're able to load, let's say, 10 more gigabytes, then you're going to have 12. I think that treats the consumer very fairly, and it takes away that our old concerns, right? Where I used to have a plan with another provider, and if I don't use that data is gone. With our plan, you get to keep it. And I think, again, that's really by treating the customers more fairly, that's going to attract them to join us. And hopefully, really, our purpose in joining this competition is to raise the quality of service. And we believe that, I think, as we compete, the two giants will also improve their services. As, to be fair to them, they are already improving now. So it's a win-win for all consumers, regardless of what service provider you choose.
Right, and I think in the end, it's really all about making that choice. Look at what's on offer and make that choice for yourself. So I guess people who are curious about your promos, your products, and offerings, really the best way to do it is to take a closer look. So do invite our viewers to visit your physical stores and also your social media sites.
Thank you so much for that, Paulo. We have 16 Dito Experience stores all over the country. Please do go there. You want something simpler, just go online, go to dito.ph. You can order a Dito SIM through Lazada, Shopee, or get it live. One last thing, Paulo, right now there is something called mobile number portability, which means that you can actually keep your number and go and get the Dito service, which, forgive me for saying, no disrespect to the competitors, which we believe is a better service, a fairer service, a more value for money service. So give us a chance and exciting days ahead of us. Allow me to thank you, Paolo, and you, Dave, for giving me the short opportunity to really talk about Dito and to share with you and our consumers the excitement we have to be in this market and to really compete and bring some change to the telco industry.
All right, exciting times indeed. Thank you so much, Attorney Adel Tamano of Dito Telecommunity.